Most people don't fail in a dramatic way. They don't collapse. They don't quit overnight. They simply stay where they are. They keep working in places that stopped giving anything back a long time ago. And because they're still moving, they assume nothing is wrong. Effort has a strange effect on the mind. It creates a sense of moral safety. If you're trying, you feel justified. If you're tired, you feel honest. So the question never becomes, is this working? It becomes, how do I endure this better? Most people are not afraid of effort. They're afraid of misalignment. Because changing direction is not just a decision. It's an admission. An admission that time was spent in the wrong place. That energy went somewhere it shouldn't have. And that's uncomfortable. Effort allows you to avoid that discomfort. You can stay busy. You can stay productive. You can stay respected. Direction, on the other hand, forces silence. It forces you to pause long enough to notice patterns. And patterns reveal things effort tries to hide. You notice that the same days keep repeating. That progress resets every morning. That nothing carries forward unless you do. This is why so many lives feel heavy without falling apart. Nothing breaks. Nothing explodes. Things just stop growing. Most people interpret this feeling as exhaustion. They assume they need rest, motivation, or discipline. But often what they're feeling is friction. The friction of pushing in a direction that no longer responds. Effort feels noble in those moments. Alignment feels risky. Because alignment asks a quiet question. If I stop trying so hard here, what would actually change? That question scares people more than failure ever could. So they stay busy. They optimize routines. They improve systems that shouldn't exist anymore. Movement becomes a way to avoid stillness. And stillness becomes something to fear. But stillness is where clarity lives. It's where you realize that many things only survive because you keep feeding them. That some paths don't resist you. They simply don't lead anywhere. Most lives don't collapse under pressure. They slowly lock into structures that no longer serve them. And once that happens, effort becomes maintenance, not growth. Staying busy is comforting. It gives shape to your days. It gives language to your struggle. Changing direction gives no such comfort, only uncertainty. That's why so few people do it. Not because they're weak, not because they're incapable, but because effort is easier to explain than change, and because being busy feels safer than asking whether you're moving at all.